We are going to have a look at addition and subtraction as inverse operations. We know that 4 plus 5 gives us an answer of 9. Now, if we weren't sure what we needed to add to 5 to get an answer of 9, what we need to do is use our understanding of inverse operations to use our answer, which is 9, and because we were plussing, we would now do the opposite. We would minus our 5 in order to see what this question mark would be. So if in another example I've got 15 plus 20 equals 35, if I wasn't given this 20, so if it said 15 plus what gives me 35, all you need to do, let's do it up here, all you need to do is say 35, your answer, minus whichever one you've been given, 15, and that would give you an answer of 20. If we are working the other way around, if we are working with a minus sum and we get our answer here, what we need to do, if we are working with a blank there, let's say we weren't given that 5, we need to now try and find out what we minus 12 from in order to get 7. Well, because we know that this number and this number added together would give us an answer of 12, we just need to say 12 minus 7, and that would give us an answer of 5, which would be our question mark over there. So in another example, if we have got 15 minus 8, that would also give us an answer of 7. If we were given a blank there, minus 8 gives us an answer of 7. Well, we then need to add these two numbers together. So 7 plus 8 equals 15, and that would be our question mark. Inverse operations apply for both whole numbers and fractions, and they would also apply when we are working with decimals or percentages or anything else. So because we are adding two fractions together, the same sort of rule applies. So if we get a common denominator of 15, whatever we do to our denominator, we do to our numerator. So that'll give us an answer of 6, and this will give us an answer of 5. So we've end up getting 5 over 15 plus 6 over 15. Once our denominators are the same, we can add our numerators. So we get an answer of 11 over 15. So 1/3 plus 2/5 equals 11 over 15. If we now get a question saying, what number do we plus 2/5 to get an answer of 11 over 15? All we need to do is say 11 over 15 minus 2/5, and that should give us our question mark, which we know should be 1/3. So if we compute this, let's do it. 15 as a common denominator and 15, that's 11 over 15, times that by 3 and times that by 3, and we end up getting 6 over 15 there. 11 over 15 minus 6 over 15 will give us an answer of 5 over 15, and if we simplify that, that would give us 1 over 3, which is exactly what we were hoping for. So that will give us an answer of 1/3, which is exactly what we thought. If we look at another example. If we've got a quarter plus 2/3, we need to add those two together. So we've got a common denominator of 12, and we times that by 3, and we times that by 4 to get 3 and 8. So we end up getting 11/12. And what you can try and work out by yourself now is, if we were given, let's do 1/4 plus what gives me 11/12, you can now work out that 11/12 minus a quarter should give you this question mark, and that should be an answer of 2/3. So 11/12 minus a quarter should give you an answer of 2/3. If we are working the other way around and we are minusing two fractions, all we need to do is, well, let's first work that out. So 5/6 minus, get a common denominator, times them both by 2 to get 2/6. So 5/6 minus 2/6 will give us an answer of 3/6, which is equal to a half. So we've got an answer of a half there. Now, if we were asked over here, what number or fraction do I minus from 1/3 to get a half? All we need to do is add 1/3 and a half together, and we should get an answer of 5/6. So let's do that here. If we've got 1/3 plus 1/2, that will give us a common denominator of 6, 2/6 plus 3/6, and that gives us an answer of 5/6, which is exactly what we were hoping for. There it is. So there's your answer, 5/6. Now, if they gave us a different blank, so if this 1/3 was blank, so we've got 5/6 minus what will give us an answer of a half. Then you take your 5/6 and you minus a half. You don't add a half, you minus a half. And we hopefully will end up with our 1/3 over there. So if we compute that over here, 5/6 minus a half, which is equal to 5/6 minus 3/6, and that gets us down to 2/6, which is equal to 1/3, and that is exactly what we were hoping for. So due to our addition and subtraction and how we can use them as inverse operations, we were able to figure out our blanks in each of those cases. If we are now working with decimals, and we're adding these decimals together to get a particular answer, we would add them together, remembering to line up our decimal places as much as possible. And we say 5 plus 6 is 11. We bring down our decimal point, and 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So we end up with an answer of 5.1. So there's our very simple sum, and we've worked it out perfectly. But now, if we are faced with a slightly more difficult problem, such as what do I need to add to 3.6 to get an answer of 5.1, I need to use my inverse operations to help me understand how I'm going to work out what my question mark is going to be. So, because of what we have been learning about, we've got 5.1, and we are going to minus 3.6 from 5.1, and let's work that out here. 5.1 minus 3.6, and we are going to hopefully get an answer of 1.5. So we borrow from our 5, 11 minus 6 is 5, we bring down our point, and that's 1. So we end up with an answer of 1.5, which is our question mark. We can put it in there. 1.5 plus 3.6 gives us an answer of 5.1. So that works out perfectly. If we have a look at another example, 0.2 plus 0.3, that gives us an answer of 0.5. If for some reason we are not sure what we need to add to 0.2 to get an answer of 0.5, we can just say, okay, 0.5 minus 0.2, and that should give us our question mark, which will be equal to 0.3. If we have a look at 10.6 minus 6.5, that will give us an answer of 4.1. So if 10.6 minus 6.5 gives us an answer of 4.1, it should be quite clear to us by this point that if we are not quite sure what to minus 6.5 from to get an answer of 4.1, all we need to do is add your 6.5 and your 4.1 together, and that should give us an answer of 10.6. If we are aware of the 10.6, if we've been given the 10.6 but we have not been given the 6.5 and our answer is still 4.1, we would then by this stage know that we need to minus 4.1 from our 10.6, and we should get an answer of 6.5. So let's work those ones out. So when we are not given the first number and we're minusing the second number and we've been given the answer, we add 6.5 plus 4.1, we get an answer of 10.6. So there's our 10.6, which is what we were hoping for. If we then have a look at this example, when we haven't been given the 6.5, we know that we need to say 10.6 minus, remember to just either put a 0 or a dot there, 4.1, line up your decimal places, and that'll give us an answer of 6.5. So there's our 6.5, which is exactly what we were hoping for.